Hi, my name is Jeff. This is a quick video I made of the editor to the game, for the game Resonance. We worked on about a 6-7 person team. There were two main programmers. I didn't do too much on the design side. I mostly worked on our engine, so to speak, low-level stuff. Another programmer, Devin, worked hard on getting gameplay code built on top of that. One of the things we realized early on is that iterating, prototyping levels would be pretty challenging, just from a work experience based on what we currently had. So I spent about 2 or 3 all-nighters and hacked up what you see here. I say hacked up because this is actually built inside of an XNA game, so it meant doing a few things that XNA games weren't really supposed to do. The added benefit was, though, that all the content we built for the game could be directly viewed and edited inside of it to a certain extent. So yeah, anyways, I mean, we got this basic grid. You can use the G key to change the size of it. You can see my mouse cursor shown with that little blue rectangle. All this is drawn with Sprite Batch. You can turn off the grid entirely if you want, but basically, if you see at the top right, originally we had a reasonable amount of file types and assets. The file would be the XML file that it saves to, which then, the serializer does its work on. The type is a sort of game object. You can place your player, your glass, your wall, platforms that you can go through one way, breakable objects, etc., etc. Then we have the assets. This was, I think, a commendable way to separate the models and the views, so to speak. Of course, these lists grew out of control, and that's why we have an outrageous amount of objects. It just uses a circular linked list, and you use the keys to sort of just cycle through them. So it's certainly not the most robust editor out there, but it definitely does. So basically, you just left click drag. It shows that yellow rectangle displaying where the object will be placed, and then when you release, it creates it for you. So this means you can create levels pretty fast, just like in 2 seconds. You can imagine if you had to edit this with like XML in hand, it would be really frustrating. So this is a pretty, not a very robust level by any means, but it gets the job done. So let's see, we'll go to platform, and then draw one of these. It's just a gray rectangle for now. Oh God. Box size. I mean, it made for pretty decent levels. I was proud because other people in the group were able to use it, so it was at least user-friendly enough to an extent. But again, I was so busy just, making sure the game code itself was solid that making, the most complete editor was always on the back burner. So, but I'm still nonetheless pretty proud of it, given my experience at the time and what I could do. I like how you can just move things around. It has the feel of a real editor. If you press Control S, you can't see it now, but it shows on the console, saving to file, blah blah blah. In this case, it's video level, as you can see on the top right. And yeah, that's about it. I'll show you a real complete level in a second.